뉴욕타임즈 어제 기사 오피니언 사설란에 나온 기사인데 한번 읽어보겠습니다. Standing up to Trump is worse than all the misery. The only way to deal with the bullies is to consistently call out their inexcusable behavior and defend those they target. Rotted in hell. Those words were part of Donald Trump's Christmas Day message spewed at his political enemies. The next day, when I was asked during a CNN interview about the increased violence in America, I responded honestly that I thought the former president's message was wrong and divisive. I'm not afraid to say what I think, even when that means there may be unpleasant repercussion and threat from the former president and his supporters. A lot of us may face this type of conflict in the year ahead. I'm particularly familiar with this, as Mr. Trump has targeted me in the past in ways that have been very difficult. I was married to a great and wise man with whom I shared an incredible love for decades. I miss John every day. On the day that he died in 2019, he dictated an opt to me that would be titled My Last Word for America. He observed, in our modern political age, the presidential bully pulpit seems dedicated to sowing division and denigrating, opening the most irrelevant and the infantile personal terms, the political opposition. Months after his death, when I voted for the first article of impeachment against President Trump, he launched into a brutal attack saying that John was looking up at me, implying he was in hell. That's the Trump way. The cruelty is the point, yet that awareness doesn't make it any less painful. We are human. He knows that and he thrives on it. I'm not seeking a fight with Mr. Trump. It's not easy to tangle with him, especially after that experience involving John. But I do know that hateful rhetoric cannot be ignored or become normalized. We have to stand up to bullies in this country, and we have to call out indignities. My bluntness about rotting hell being unacceptable was my unfiltered reaction, and I stand by it. In my view, the only way you can deal with bullies is to consistently call out their inexcusable behavior and stand in defense of those they choose to target. Trust me, I know it can wear you down, but we can't grow tired. And we must push back on the hatred when we see it, calling it out, using language everyone understands and in ways that prevent it from sipping into our everyday lives and routine. Being in Mr. Trump's tunnel of hate is not enjoyable. Frankly, it's often frightening. Like many of my colleagues, I have received hostile calls and antagonistic male, and that's the threat. And I have had people outside my home with weapons, and it reflects the uh, betrayal, bullying, raging, and threat we are witnessing across the country today. From America's exchanges on social media to dialogue with each other and with those in our workplaces, schools, gathering places, families, and communities, it's a real danger to our democracy and our safety.